I'm supposed to be streaming. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not interning. Uh-oh. It's black. Why is it black? Why is it black? This is supposed to be it? Come on. I'm trying. It's excellent connection, but it's not straight. I'm gonna check. Oh, there it is. We are live. Alright. So there's a delay. Hi guys, what's up? This is a test broadcast, yeah. And yeah, this has been like delayed for about 2 weeks now because I got sick. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go for it anyway. Hi guys, what's up? My name is Dr. Zero Amelia, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm starting a new podcast. This podcast is named Cholesterol Champions. Hopefully, when I review this podcast, I can hear myself clearly. I'm using just a Bluetooth mic, and yeah, uh, you know, I wanted to start this podcast like 2 weeks ago, but because I got laryngitis, I had to rest my voice for a while. But it's still not that good. But I want to be able to commit to you guys that I want to do this podcast regularly, like every week, so that I can stop the disservice. There's been a lot of people who have high cholesterol, and these patients are still either on medications that are so high because they don't understand their cholesterol levels. So they don't understand how to control their cholesterol levels. And I have been through the past 18 years, I have been able to transition patients, patients from my practice here in Olongapo City, and also other friends who have sought my guidance. I was able to help them uh, wean out wean them out from medication. So that's why I'm doing this podcast so that you guys know that there is a way to get out of the medications. There is a way to manage your cholesterol, and uh, it's not just about lifelong medication. So I want to do this podcast really, really bad ever since, but it's really complicated how to do this podcast. So it took me like about an hour just to set this YouTube live stream up. But hey, let's go, let's go. So cholesterol champions, cholesterol champions, episode 1: understanding cholesterol, key facts you need to know. So welcome to the first episode of the Cholesterol Champions podcast. Today is August 21, 2024, and it's going to be uh, a, a moment in history for me because this is going to be my very, very first uh, health podcast that I'm going to hold live. And hopefully someone of you may join in. I didn't schedule this. I didn't schedule this early just because I didn't schedule this early because I have like I'm just testing it out. But I'll be giving you guys a regular schedule when it comes to. So wait. So what is happening? Why is my video not moving in my OBS? So I'm supposed to be streaming. This window capture is not streaming. Anyway, So let's see if we can make this thing work. So, your first 90 days, a roadmap to a healthier you. In today's video, we dive deep into understanding cholesterol, what it is, the difference between LDL and HDL, why it's crucial to keep your cholesterol levels in check, whether you've recently been diagnosed with high cholesterol or you're looking to keep your heart healthy. This episode is packed with valuable insights and tips just for you. So, key topics that we'll be discovering is what is cholesterol, the difference between LDL and HDL, health implications of high cholesterol, relevant statistics and facts. Oh my god, why is it not moving? Maybe we should remove this one and add a new video capture device. Yeah. There. So I'm moving. So you can see me live, right here. Okay. Yeah, there. Hey, everything is live. Okay. So a little bit about me. I have been a medical professional for the past 18 years, dedicating my career to helping individuals just like you live healthier, more fulfilling lives. Throughout my years in practice, I've seen firsthand the challenges that come with managing high cholesterol, and I'm here to share my knowledge and insights with you. Today, together, we'll tackle a variety of topics from understanding what cholesterol is and why it matters, to actionable steps you can take to lower your levels and boost your health. My mission is to provide you with practical advice and tips that you can easily integrate into your daily routine. But enough about me. I want to hear from you. What brought you to Cholesterol Champions? Do you have a specific question or do you have a concern about your cholesterol levels? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. Your participation is what makes this podcast a community, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences. Right now, I'm checking. Oh, there's nobody in chat. Somebody really in, but hey, if you guys see this in, if you guys see this in replay, you can still, I'll try to answer your questions, okay? And then let's go. So before we dive into today's, I have a question for you. What are your current challenges? So write them down if you have current challenges when it comes to managing your cholesterol. Is it diet? Is it exercise? Or maybe it's something else? Reflect on this as we go through today's episode. So let's go to what is cholesterol? There's it about you. Do you have any questions? Yeah. So understanding cholesterol. This is cholesterol. So what is cholesterol? We have bad and good. So let's start with a simple question. What exactly is it? You might have heard of cholesterol, but do you know it's a waxy, fat-like substance found in every one of your cells? It plays a vital role in your body, helping to produce hormones, vitamin D, and substances that aid in digesting your food. Imagine cholesterol as a critical building block that your body needs to function properly. So you've probably come across the terms like LDL and HDL, cholesterol, on your health reports, right? But what do they actually mean? So they're actually the yin and yang. They're the good and the bad. So LDL stands for low density lipoprotein. It's often the one we call the bad cholesterol because high levels can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. So you can see here in the slide, LDL is the one that makes the arteries narrow. So that's why it's important to know your LDL levels. So this can lead to blockage. And when you get blockage in the heart, it leads to heart disease. You can have a heart attack. And if the blockage is in the brain, it can cause a stroke, something none of us want. Think of LDL or bad cholesterol as delivery trucks transporting cholesterol to your arteries where an accident might cause blockage. LDLs increase with your diet. So eat or drink, when you drink or eat high cholesterol foods or oils, okay, so that's why I said drink. Well, actually, you absorb it. You absorb it because sometimes when you cook with bad cholesterol oils, you kind of absorb that bad cholesterol and it is transformed into LDL in your blood, which can get trapped in the vessels. So let's go. On the other hand, we have the HDL. The HDL stands for high density lipoprotein. This is the good cholesterol. Why is it good? Because HDL helps remove other forms of cholesterol from your bloodstream. It acts like a cleanup crew. So it takes excess cholesterol back to your liver, where it can be processed and eliminated from your body. So the the one that clears up the arteries are actually the HDL. So that's something that you need to understand that there is a way for you to remove the blockages in your body. So that's something that a lot of people don't understand. You need to increase the HDL, which is the secret to preventing strokes and heart attacks. So take a moment now and comment below if you know your last cholesterol levels. Were they in a healthy range? So if you had a checkup before with your doctor, maybe you should check it. If it's higher for HDL, or if it's the LDL that's the higher one. In my patients, I've been successfully able to maintain a ratio of 1:1 with HDL and LDL. Okay, and it's something that I want to teach you as we go along this podcast series. So why does it matter? So why does it matter? And why does it matter? Look at that. Look at that. Let's talk about why understanding cholesterol is crucial for you. High cholesterol can put you at serious risk for cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks and strokes. When there's too much LDL cholesterol in your bloodstream, it can start creating plaque like this one in your arteries, a condition called atherosclerosis. That's it. That's right there. That's the atherosclerosis. Okay. The narrowing and hardening of the arteries can restrict the blood flow and lead to severe complications. So it doesn't necessarily involve just the heart or the brain. It can involve any blood blood vessel in your body. So imagine your arteries as a pipe. Over time, if you keep clogging it up with grease, it's going to get clogged, blocked, and making it hard for blood to flow. That's what cholesterol is doing to your arteries. Have you or someone you love experienced high cholesterol? Share your story in the comments. Yeah, if you have, because personally for my story, I had high blood cholesterol 2013, because of a bad fitness advice. So I tried to bulk up so fast that I didn't know that I was increasing my triglycerides and that the cholesterol was so high that it blocked my appendix. appendiceal artery. I had an appendicitis, and when we did the blood chem, it was the most highest I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like a 10, so which is supposed to have given me a heart attack, but it didn't. It gave me an appendicitis. But at that high level of cholesterol, I might have had a heart attack last 2013. And if I didn't change my habits, that's why I learned about this early on through personal experience. So I learned about how to decrease the bad cholesterol and increase my good cholesterol. So naturally, without well, with the use of medications at first, and then eventually weaning myself out. That's what I am doing to my patients too. So, so let's go to that. So that's what I did. I tried to take out the plaque by increasing my HDL. Okay, because the HDL will take excess cholesterol, the one that blocks, back into the liver. So let's go to the health implications of high cholesterol. So did you know that high cholesterol is estimated to cause 2.6 million deaths every year globally? It's usually sudden deaths. Yeah, just last week I buried a friend. So that friend is had high cholesterol. He was a biker. He was a endurance off-road biker, which is supposed he was supposed to have like a good good physical. He was like in good physical condition supposedly, but apparently because of just 1 week of unhealthy eating, they went to a vacation somewhere where there is a lot of uh, pork, fried pork, and then they ate a lot, and then it was just very salty. I've been to that place too. Maybe if I get to ask the family, maybe I could share the story with you more clearly. But that's what happened. He, for one simple mistake, well, he had high cholesterol, but he's trying to burn it through um, biking, from off-road biking. But in the end, because of vacation, he didn't watch what he was eating. He eventually got a block, and unfortunately, uh, even though they tried to resuscitate him, he passed away. So that's something that's something you have to think about. These sudden deaths, they can be prevented. Okay, he was 45. Okay, he's not that old to have something like a cholesterol related problem, but it's happening. It's happening globally. So in the United States, nearly 94 million adults aged 20 or older have total cholesterol levels higher than the recommended 200 milligrams per deciliter. So when I had the appendectomy, I was like 260, 240. Okay, I think so. That's about 28% of American adults at risk due to high LDL levels. So when you check out the statistics, as you age, the percentage of high cholesterol is increasing. So if you're in the 40s, there is a 46% chance that you may have already a cholesterol of 200 milligrams per deciliter. So if you haven't been tested yet, one of the best things you can do when you are at your 40s, okay, is to get tested with a blood chemistry. You just need to ask your primary care provider for this so that you can get tested and then you can see where we can manage you, where we can start managing you. Okay, so it's very easy to get managed, not just by meds, but there's a multitude of ways, a multitude of disciplines that can help you, um, and can help you control this cholesterol. So are these statistics surprising to you? Does this motivate you to take charge of your health? So comment below if you think that this statistics is good for you. So let's go to foundational steps to managing high cholesterol. Yeah, there it is. The importance of a balanced diet. So first and foremost, let's talk about your diet. Okay, so Did you know that what you eat plays a crucial role in managing your cholesterol levels? A balanced diet is your first step toward maintaining a healthy heart. Ask yourself, are you eating a variety of foods? So, variety. You have vegetables and stuff. I mean, I have patients who are very busy. So when they just need breakfast, they just go in, buy some stuff, and then just chug it in there, and then they don't even care about variety anymore. So it's usually rice and hot dog and egg, and then they just eat it so fast, and uh, they forgot about the vegetables. Okay, so I know it's something that we keep telling people, but it requires a lot of discipline because of the everyday challenges. I know, I understand that. I did that too before. So that's why when you take it for granted, not eating a variety of foods, you'll just be surprised that, oh my God, you have already a risk factor. You're already having chest pains or you're having weakness, and then you don't know why. So this is something that you have to take in mind whenever you eat. So what are the foods that we need to include? What are the foods that we need to include? Fatty fish. Fatty fish. That's something. Okay. So a lot of Filipinos, a lot of my patients who were healthy and who stayed healthy always had tuna. Okay. They always had tuna in their pantry. Okay. This tuna, canned tuna, it's preserved, yeah, but you know, this tuna has omega-3. Okay, so it helps lower LDL cholesterol. Other fatty fishes, you have to um, transition yourself. Yeah, if you don't eat fish, there was a time in my life I didn't eat fish because of the tinic or the bones because I have uh, because I keep eating fast, so I don't have time to take out all those fish bones. So that's why I didn't eat fish before. But now that I've learned that um, I need to add fatty fish, omega-3, to lower the blockages. To remove the blockages, I added salmon, I added mackerel, I added sardines into my diet. Okay, so if you want that to do the same, you can do the same by doing fatty fish, but even just tuna every week, okay, is a small, that's canned tuna. It's a small, it's a small thing that you can do to help you get to the uh, good cholesterol levels. Okay, put your good cholesterol higher. Okay, so fiber-rich foods. So this one is another one that uh, you have to uh, slowly add into your diet. Okay, so oats is something that when you're going to the gym, the trainer usually tells you to just go oats, go with oats for breakfast. Okay, so it helps with the it helps with the weight loss because you are actually creating fiber, increasing the fiber in your gut early in the morning. And this fiber decreases the chances that you'll be absorbing fats. Okay, that's the reason why they tell you to do that. Okay, this becomes a soluble fiber that helps in decreasing the absorption of cholesterol in your gut. Okay, that's why it's always that's something that they tell you to do. Okay, when you're trying to lose weight. Okay, and this is something that we tell you when you try to control your cholesterol. But oats is not staple here in the Philippines, and it's very hard for me to transition patients to eating oatmeal. So one of the things that well, I have been able to uh, tell them to switch to is like barley, eat fruits, vegetables, and legumes. one of the surprising things that they didn't know is that if you just have like a handful of peanuts, just a handful of peanuts a day, it can help lower your cholesterol absorption. So, of course, there are people that preclude uh, this management, those two that are already suffering from hyperuricemia, which we'll be discussing probably later on in the cholesterol champions course. But it's something that you have to keep in mind. Now, right now, I have been right now for my personal diet. I have been looking at the groceries, and I saw this like spinach balls in the groceries, and I add anything, any food, because most Filipino foods are really fatty. Okay, they are very salty, they're very fatty. But when I try to cook them, I just grab a handful of spinach and just put it in there. It doesn't change the taste of the no, of the Filipino meal, but it does add fiber. Okay, the spinach adds the fiber that I needed every day. So it's something you need to think about. If you can add broccoli to your diet, if you can add barley to your diet, even though it's different. It's something that you can add and will go a long way. I don't promote that if you have high cholesterol, you switch your diet 100%. Okay, if you're accustomed to eating hot dogs every day or accustomed to eating meat every day, we can just teach you how to cook those meat uh, and lower their portion serving and then increase the fiber in your diet so that even though you eat a lot of meat, you get to enjoy it, but with less cholesterol absorption. So that's much more sustainable. Okay, that's what I do with my patients. That's why even though we do things slowly, it's sustainable and it's consistent that the results are always effective, are effective. After 90 days, they have normal blood cholesterol. So foods to avoid, saturated fats. So these are commonly found in red meat. Okay, so in a Western diet, it's hard to avoid red meat. So, but there are ways to decrease the cholesterol in the red meat, like when you grill it or you broil it or you bake it in an oven. Okay, you use air fryer. You can decrease the amount of bad cholesterol that you're eating, and then if you mix it with the fiber, then much lower will be absorbed in your blood. So full fat dairy products, yeah, yeah. That's why I've written in my course about switching from milk chocolate to dark chocolate. Okay, so because milk chocolate tends to have high cholesterol, so reducing your intake can significantly lower your LDL cholesterol. So trans fats. So these trans fats are in the commercially baked goods. Okay, so I've heard in the US that a lot of the donuts are being uh, transitioned out, okay, because of this trans fats movement. They are uh, telling people that eating donuts, the commercially made ones, are have high trans fats, so that's why a lot of Americans now are getting away from the donuts diet. Okay, but in the Philippines, it's still a thing. Okay, so in the Philippines, I have to tell them that commercially baked goods, they have trans fats. So if I show them the trans fats, I show them a picture of what the fat is inside their blood. Okay, if they eat these trans fats, they are also solid in your blood and can block your heart. So comment below if you have any heart healthy recipe that you want, or any questions about any heart healthy recipes. There are a lot of heart healthy recipes. There are a lot of books. I've searched Amazon, and I found a lot of books about cholesterol, and you're going to find that it's it has that same it has that same Every recipe has that same formula. Okay, and we're gonna tell you this formula so that if you just want, you can just search it for free in on YouTube, and that's what I do when I'm trying to cook heart healthy foods. So benefits of regular exercise. So this is something in my course that I've incorporated into my course because I don't think that cholesterol is just about diet. Okay, controlling cholesterol is about diet. So one of the things that I tell people is to have the benefits of regular exercise. Maintain regular physical activity is another cornerstone of good health. Maintaining, yeah, exercise doesn't just help you feel good. It also helps raise HDL cholesterol while lowering LDL cholesterol. So why how does that happen? Because the cholesterol, that's why they build up in your arteries because you don't use it. Okay? If your muscles are hungry for food, the first food that it will eat, the first food that it will absorb. So I'm just trying to simplify because in medical terms, it's hard for somebody to understand it. But in the first 20 minutes, or the first aerobic stage of an exercise, okay, um, your muscles are using first glycogen or the sugars or the carbohydrates that you ate for the past 6 hours. So whenever you yawn, that's the time that the blood sugar is already very low in your body. Okay, so when you have low blood sugar, your body switches, your muscle switches. It's fuel. The fuel becomes fat. And the first source of fat is the ones that they find in your arteries. So when you have good exercise habits, it's always absorbing the excess cholesterol. So that's something that you need to understand that you need the exercise to lower the bad cholesterol, or the LDL cholesterol. Okay. So specific exercise recommendations. So first, number one, resistance training. Resistance training. Yeah. Resistance training is the weights. Okay. You have to incorporate resistance or strength training exercises. You don't need to lift heavy weights. So that's the wait. That's one of the myths. Okay, that if you use weights, you gain big muscles already. Okay, you don't actually get, even if you use big weights uh, at the first, you don't really hypertrophy that fast. The reason uh, that's why a lot of people who are image conscious, they don't like uh, resistance training because it makes them swell. The swelling is just for inflammation, but the muscles don't really grow that big because, with my experience, muscles grow over time. So it's a very long process to hypertrophy. So you don't need to be scared of lifting weights because you think that you're going to swell. When you lift weights, it exerts a lot of pressure or a lot of work for the muscle. When the muscle is exerting a lot of uh, work, it absorbs uh, energy. It tries to get energy fast, okay? And then it goes usually after using up the your sugar stores in your body, it goes for your fat. And then when it goes to your fat, that's the time that you are actually burning. Okay, that's why resistance training is very, very, very important. At the start, you probably have problems because it's just like I was in a beginner. I couldn't do a push up. Okay, I couldn't do a squat when I was starting like 2009. Okay, it was hard for me to do resistance training, but it's progressive. So once you try to do one squat, or actually you can do 10 squats unless you have a, like I had a problem before because I had like small legs before. Um, it will adapt. Your muscles will adapt. The important thing in here is that you are consistent. You try to do a push, just one push up today. Tomorrow, you probably do a two push ups because your muscles have already adopted. So try to do, try to incorporate resistance training at least 2 days a week in so that you increase your your ATP consumption or your I don't know your burning of the bad cholesterol. So aerobic exercises. So this one is 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise like walking or cycling. So walking, I try to discourage people to saying walking because a lot of people walk already, but unfortunately they don't walk fast enough or they have they don't use it as an exercise. Okay, so I try to tell them that at least cycling, okay, or jogging, okay, at least 150 minutes. I do more than 300 in a week, okay. So one of the things I tell them, the smartphones, you try to use your smartphones to gauge how many steps you've taken. Okay, now this last one for the specific exercise recommendations, the Zumba is one of the biggest surprise for me. So, out of all the patients that I've had that that was able to get weaned out of cholesterol, 90% of them did Zumba. Okay, 90% of them did Zumba because Zumba is free on YouTube. Okay, there's a lot of songs, a lot of trainers out there on YouTube, and they did this. A lot of the patients that I had success with was during the COVID era. Okay, during the COVID era where I had to do online or face-to-face consultations with them, and then they told me that they used Zumba. And when they used Zumba, it was very fun for them. So they were dancing for like an hour a day, and the results the results were completely incredible. They were normal. The bad cholesterol was so low, the good cholesterol was so high. This is something that surprised me because I don't dance really that well, but the patients, they really, really, I had no other choice but to tell them, I have to wean you out. Okay, so this is something that I want to share to you because if you can incorporate Zumba and dancing, it may also work for you. So, what are your favorite ways to stay active? Share your exercise routines in the comments. So, I haven't seen any comments yet because this is a test broadcast. I did announce that I will be broadcasting right now, but I want to test it out. I want to see what will happen with this first episode. So, lifestyle modification. Let's go to lifestyle modifications now. This is supposed to be 15 minutes. I've already spent like 33. Oh my golly. How many minutes am I in? Mm-mm. Oh no. Lifestyle modifications. So, lifestyle modifications, just run through it because I'm going to be going to it in different episodes of Cholesterol Champion. So if you're just joining now, feel free to subscribe to my channel and like this and share this if you want. We will be making more of this podcast. Okay, so don't worry about if you missed anything or uh, if you don't like this particular one. I'll be trying to improve. I don't have audio because I've had problems with YouTube in the past. So, impact of smoking. Did you know that smoking can lower your HDL cholesterol, increase your risk of heart disease? If you smoke, your vessels narrow. If you have high high LDL levels, you can have a heart attack because of smoking. So quitting is one of the best things you can do for your heart. If you if you can just quit today, it's a big deal for you and your family. So similarly, while moderate alcohol consumption might have some benefits, excessive drinking can also raise your cholesterol levels and damage your liver. Okay, we'll discuss that. Actually, if you're following, I've already created a blog post about alcohol and and cholesterol levels. So if you're interested about that, how does moderate alcohol consumption have benefits for cholesterol? Maybe you can check that out in the description below. So other lifestyle factors, stress and sleep, they're often overlooked, but they play significant roles in your health. I also included this in my course. So high stress levels can raise your cholesterol, it can raise your blood pressure, it can raise your risk for having a stroke. Quality sleep, on the other hand, helps your body heal and keeps your heart healthy. Okay, it's a reset button, sleep. So, how do you manage stress in your daily life? Do you practice mindfulness? Mindfulness is just like, just thinking it out, 15 minutes, just trying to relax. Or you meditate. You meditate with Netflix. I use Netflix to meditate. Actually, they have this app inside the Netflix for meditation. So how many hours of sleep do you get each night? So I'm one of those individuals who can't get enough sleep. Okay, so I'm already into 5 hours of sleep long, but as much as possible, I get quality sleep. Okay, I'll tell you all about them in the future episode. So comment below with your tips if you have tips about managing stress and improving sleep, or if you want to ask a question so that we can answer it in a future podcast. So now, medical interventions. Medical interventions is something that is very, very important. So, one of the things that I kept telling people is that, yeah, you need you need the meds. Why do you need the meds? Because you're at risk for heart attack. Okay? If you have high blood cholesterol right now, you are at risk for heart attack. If you have high blood cholesterol right now, high HDL or high triglyceride levels, you're at risk for stroke. You're at risk for having I mean, vision loss. You're at risk for having dialysis. So the meds are just there to just decrease the risk. Some of you, lifestyle changes alone is not enough to control high cholesterol. That's where we give the meds. So it's the statins, they help reduce LDL cholesterol by inhibiting an enzyme, the HMG-CoA reductase, if you want to get specific. But you don't need to be really specific. It's just it inhibits the enzyme that produces cholesterol. But it's not a go-to source because there are side effects. They are generally safe. But if you continue your lifestyle, and I give meds, eventually your lifestyle is uh, going to overcome the meds, okay? Because if you keep eating high cholesterol diets, like cooking them in palm oil, and then I give you meds, and then it becomes normal, and then you get like an insight that, oh, I can just increase the meds so I can eat more. So the problem with that thinking is that if you eat more, we give more meds. And then if we give more meds, they can cause side effect in you. Side effects like muscle pain, digestive issues. So it's essential to have regular checkups with your healthcare provider. So I always ask those questions. Do you have side effects? Most of the statins, they make you dizzy. They make you vomit. Okay, so there is a lot of problems with the medicine, but it's the one that is immediately life saving. Okay, as much as possible, I try to wean them out starting from the first 90 days. Okay, so I try to wean them out, but they need it for the first 90 days just so we can decrease the risk of having stroke. So, are you currently on any medications? Are you for cholesterol management? What has your experience been like? And what we want to know, we want to know what I want to create a community here. So, if you have bad experience with cholesterol medication, tell us, write them down on the comments below, and let's support each other. I understand. I'm a doctor. I prescribe meds, but as a doctor, I want you to be healthy. I want you to be out of the meds. But for as of now, if you're on high cholesterol, we have to get you on the meds just so you don't have a stroke. Okay? So sudden death is something that's important to prevent right now if you have high blood cholesterol. So let's go with realistic goals. Smart. So we use this smart concept in so those who follow me on YouTube, on YouTube, Facebook, you know that I'm sort of a subject matter expert on disasters and emergencies, sort of, and every time we have like a mission, an objective, we always frame our goals into SMART or SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So when setting goals, it's essential to make them smart because it's specific. Okay? When you don't achieve it, it's good. It's okay. Like for instance, do I have the example? Yeah. Instead of I want to lower my cholesterol, you can lower your cholesterol. Okay? But make it specific, like 10% in 3 months, okay, or 100% in 3 months. It's possible, okay. You try to shoot for a goal, okay. When you don't reach it, it's okay, as long as you try, okay. It's like the same thing in disaster and emergency management. You don't know what is going to happen during a fire or during an outbreak. You try to uh, have a goal. If you don't reach it, you try to adjust your goal in the next 3 months. Okay. So you start with this and then you may fall short and then you readjust your goals after 3 months. That's how SMART works. So, like this one, I will walk for 30 minutes at least 5 times a week. Or it's much better if you just cycle. There are stationary bikes that are very cheap right now, like less than $10 if you can buy them on Amazon or in Lazada, that can help you. Instead of walking, you can cycle while you're at home. Okay, stationary bikes. Okay, and you can do that every 30 minutes, at least 5 times a week. I will include fruits and vegetables and whole grains in at least 2 meals a day. So buy nuts, okay, or buy that spinach balls that I talked to you about. I will consult my healthcare provider about my cholesterol medication every 3 months. So the 3 months is the time that you are going to allot to yourself to change your lifestyle. That's going to be very, very crucial for your lifestyle change. So monitoring cholesterol levels. So just for the sake of completing the the episode, I completed everything that I've also included in my course. But this one is just for just sharing with you. So keeping track of your progress is crucial. You might use a journal or a mobile app. There's a lot. Okay, you can just search Google or the iPhone Play Store, iPhone App Store, I think, to log your cholesterol levels, daily food intake, and exercise routines. It's for me because it's not about being a techie. It's about my problem for me is that why I write them in notebooks is because of the eye strain that apps are producing. So I really, now that I'm in my 40s, I experience the problems of aging. When you are using apps, you have eye strain, and then there's the problem of how fast You can type, and then that's why if you're used to journals, I would prefer journals because you don't need power to see if yesterday's progress was good enough, okay, versus today, okay. So you can compare faster if you have just a small notebook. In my course, I provided a printable blueprint, okay, a printable blueprint, a journal that my patient can use every day, okay. That's why I made that cholesterol reduction blueprint course, which will you will find on my website. Okay, and it provides a day by day reminder as to what you should be doing in your diet, stress, and it's complete. It's there, and you just need to write down. You just need to write it down. That's why I preferred writing it down in the journal instead of in the app. Although I would be trying to do that for those who are tech savvy. If you are a tech savvy, I'll try to have someone create an app for the cholesterol reduction blueprint course. But for now, the one I made the course so that you have good and fruitful 90 days with me, okay, in the cholesterol reduction blueprint course. I use journals. I use the journal that you can print out. So, importance of regular checkups. So, regular checkups are vital. Yeah, well, not just for the side effects of the medications, but also because we are providing professional advice. We're not just checking your statistics, the weight. We're not just checking your labs. We're checking you because as a doctor, we're like a health coach. We know what you're going through. Okay, so if there is any problems that you have with the course, you want to know so that it becomes successful. There are patients who try to uh, take it all to themselves and then they research. It's okay. It's okay for us if that's their style. But a lot of the success I've had is due to consistent follow-up. Every 3 months, they are consistently following up with me, and I have been successful enough because I've been telling them what to switch. If they have problems, I tell them to switch to this. If they cannot buy the oil, like the canola, okay, I keep telling them the canola. I tell them it's much easier to just get rid of some of the unnecessary expenditures just so you can buy the canola oil that can help you lower your cholesterol. Okay, so that's one of the things that this is one example of the advice that we give as a professional so that in time, usually a year or 2 years time, we can transition you off to a cholesterol med-free lifestyle. Okay. Okay. So what specific steps have you taken to manage your cholesterol levels? Have you had any specific steps taken? Have you set any smart goals for your cholesterol management? If so, what are they? If yeah, wait, look, one of the things you need to do right now is create it. Okay. How do you track your cholesterol progress in maintaining healthy cholesterol? And what advice do you have for others trying to manage their cholesterol levels? So as always, just write them down here in the comments. And I mean, there's no other way to get it unless you are following me on Facebook or I know you can also send me your answers if you like. Okay, if you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, you can DM me. Okay. So today, today, Today we have discussed. Oh no, the video capture device is not working again. Okay, let's try to add the video capture device again so that we are working. Yeah, there. Okay. So today, let's recap. Let's recap. We discussed the importance of setting realistic, smart goals for managing your cholesterol, how to track your progress effectively, and the critical role of regular checkups with your healthcare provider. Taking these proactive steps in managing your cholesterol can lead to significant health benefits and improve your overall quality of life. So, I encourage you to take the first step on your health journey today. Small, consistent actions can make a huge difference in managing your cholesterol levels. You are not alone in this journey. With the right tools and mindset, you can achieve your health goals. Believe in yourself and take it one day at a time. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Cholesterol Champions so you won't miss any future episodes. This is a test broadcast. This is um, my first YouTube podcast for Cholesterol Champions, and I'm just going to review it. That's why it's not scheduled, and the next one will be scheduled. Okay, and we'll be having other people join in for the next podcast. But right now, I'm just testing it out because I still haven't gotten how to do this OBS studio yet. But maybe in the next time we'll have fanfare, we'll have lights and everything and music. I don't know, maybe, but YouTube has the tendency of putting down those with music. Okay, the videos with music. So in our upcoming episodes, we'll dive into healthy recipes, effective exercises, debunk common myths about cholesterol. So stay tuned. Please share this podcast with anyone you know who might benefit from it. Additionally, don't forget to download your free 90-day cholesterol lowering checklist. It's a comprehensive guide to help you kickstart your cholesterol management plan. It's right down in the description. And if you're looking for an even deeper dive, check out my course, the one I've been talking to you about, the Cholesterol Reduction Blueprint course, for a step-by-step strategy to reducing your cholesterol levels and reclaiming your health. So, what part of today's episode resonated most with you? Is there any specific topics you'd like me to cover in our future episodes? Have you tried any of the tips today? How did they work for you? So, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. I truly appreciate your time and dedication to improving your health. If you have any questions, feedback, or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out. You can contact me, yeah, on my website, or check out my blog posts. And I have Facebook, I have Instagram. Okay, you can DM me or PM me. I love hearing from you. And I am here to support you on your journey to better health. Thank you again. And until next time, stay committed to your health and continue being a cholesterol champion.